Piet, thank you very much. Great to see you. We're going to chat about your runners on Saturday, the 15th of February, here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. You start in race number 2. You got number 9, He Drives Me Crazy. Gareth Wright gets the ride. Very good third on debut. You're hoping for the necessary improvement. Has he made that necessary improvement?
I think so, yes. At home, before his first run, we really didn't do much with him at all. And, that run was just used pretty much as a gallop for him. We have stepped up his work a little bit since then. Still not put any pressure on him, so he's got more improvement to come. But I think he's made enough improvement to be competitive here. I'm quite hopeful. He's a nice horse. I just feel that he's a horse that is probably going to get better in his next 2 runs.
All right, yep, so we'll watch him closely. It's going to be a good race to watch for the punters. We go to race number 3, which goes off at 1:15. It's over 1,200 metres. You've got number 3 still sparkling. Keenan Stain gets the ride. Lasser's probably the horse that they all need to beat. Are you just hoping for some improvement from this individual?
I am. She hasn't really shown me anything at home yet. So, we put in a race the other day and Keenan got off and said, she was a little bit all over the show and maybe needs the experience. So I don't want to waste any time. Let's get into another race quickly and see if she can mature a little bit and show us something here, because she doesn't really show much at home. So really just hoping to see some improvement.
Great, then we go to the first leg of the pick 6. 13.50 is the off time. It's over 1,600 metres. You got number 4 Style Icon, also the ride of Keenan Stain. That was over 1,200 metres last time out. The run at Hollywoodbets Durbanville over 1,800 metres was fairly decent. What sort of form are we bringing into the race? So I'm sure you're pretty hopeful, because it's quite a tricky race, Piet.
Yeah, look, she's got a lot of weight to carry in this race. But I just needed to use this race just to step her up. She's a filly that wants 2,000 metres, so that last run was way too short for her. We actually really just put her in so she can have a good gallop, and this is also pretty much used as a gallop. I do think that she'll run a much better race this time round. It's not the strongest of fields, so it's the right type of race for her to come in, but she is going to need it still a little bit, and she's definitely looking for a lot further.
Okay, lovely. Then we'll go to race number 7 over 2,000 metres. I'd imagine the favourite's going to be holding thumbs. You got Baratheon, number 6. He's a 6-year-old gelding. Louis Mkotwa knows him really well. I know his last 2 starts. He's a lot better than that. We've spoken a number of times off air, Piet. He came to you initially from Durban a little bit sick. Is he doing okay back at home?
He is. The Met Day was just all wrong for him. It was very, very hot in the day, and with all the music and everything, he was getting himself all worked up at the back, and I was very close to actually scratching him before the race. So he came back quite distressed after the race, but I think he pretty much ran 2 races on that day. So in hindsight, I wish I had have scratched him, but he's recovered quite well from it. So there's not many races where he can run in. If you go back on his form, you'll see it's all just feature races. He's got a high rating where he just doesn't really get these races. So I did not want to lose this race. I don't know when the next one will be, and we're also planning to go to Durban with him. So we're taking our chances here. I'm just not at this point in time not convinced that he is going to be running. All going well this week, he will. If he shows me any signs of anything, then I won't run him. It's just the only reason why I left him in is these races are very few and far between for him.
Yeah, look, and obviously his Durban form has been very good, so we'll keep a close eye on him. We'll leave it up to you and watch him closely. Let's go to race number 9, which goes off at 4:45 over 1,200 metres. Let's start with Trey Chic. Louis Mkotwa gets the ride, also a lot better than her last 2 starts, and I must just add, you've done a good job with her.
Thank you so much. Yeah, look, I think she had a lot of bad luck in her last run. Everything went wrong for her. Came back. She's not an easy filly, very difficult to work with. But she's pretty consistent, I think if you take away that last run, even the run before that, she's not far off. She's never far off. So I think she's going to give a very good, honest account of herself, and she's definitely got to be in all your bets. I would think it's never easy for her, but she's a horse that I would definitely include in all my bets.
Also, we need to include his Champagne Mac. We always need to watch what Richard Ferree's riding in these sort of races. I know that he's probably a horse that we need to drop a little bit more in terms of rating, but he's competitive. I mean, Piet, is not an overly strong race. Is he a horse that could easily win a race like this?
He could. He really could. When he had his first run for me, came back and Richard said that we should put the blinkers on him. He doesn't want to do anything. He's not trying. I haven't put the blinkers on him. I just thought that he looked a little bit tired for me, and so I gave him a bit of a break and freshened him up a little bit. And I like the way he's looking right now. He's looking very nice, and his work has been good. I'm just hoping that I haven't made a mistake by leaving the blinkers off, but I think he's a horse that he's definitely got a chance in this race.
Great, let's go to the last of your runners. Race 10 off at 5:20. It's over 1,100 meters. We chat about Paroshka. I know he's really sliding in the ratings now, which is going to help him. How's he doing back at home?
Look, we haven't done a lot of work with him from his last run. Louis rode him last time and got off, and I was quite adamant that I wanted to stick to the 1,000 meters with him, but Louis suggested that we go a little bit further, so I've now put him over a little bit further, and he's doing well. I mean, he's looking good at home. Just haven't done a lot of work with him. He's eating well, looking good, and I think he's going to run a much better race this time.
You backed up with number 3, Caretaker. Been off the track for 198 days. I know changed stables in between. Won a good race on the high felt over 1,400 last time out. In between, how much work have you been able to do with him, and what's his well-being like?
Look, we struggled with him initially when he first came to us. He had a lot of problems that we just couldn't get under control. We finally have, thanks to Dave Timpson, we finally got it all under control, and all of a sudden the horses started to work very well. So I don't really know what to expect. I was going to run him last week, and I thought, in that race, it just looked like on his work and what was in the race that he was going to be competitive. So that was a 1,400. Unfortunately, we couldn't get him in there. This might be a little bit short for him, but I do think that it's happened for a good reason. It's a change of course and all that, and maybe we're doing the right thing by just starting off down the straight and then building from there. He's the type of horse that could just pop up and run into the money. His work over the last 2 weeks has just been great.
Come on, Piet, help the punters. What's your best for the day?
I have to go. I think for me, it's without a doubt. Look, Baratheon obviously is a big runner if he runs on the day, and at the moment I think he is going to run because everything's going well at the moment, and he will be a big runner. But if I have to stick my neck out to one, it's going to be, he drives me crazy.
Well, thank you very much for your time as always. We appreciate it. Thanks, Piet.
Thank you.